Hello, guys. I hope you are doing well. My name is Eric, Church Partnership Lead Worker for Newham Youth for Christ. I'm happy to be bringing you our Bible reading for today, and that is Mark chapter 6, verse 32 to verse 44. And it's a familiar passage of scripture. All of us know that's Jesus feeding 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. As usual, Jesus had been preaching and teaching so many people, and they were following him in a remote area, and it was getting late. So the disciples went to Jesus and told him that it's probably time to dismiss the people for them to go because there's no nearby place for them to buy food or anything. So they asked Jesus to send the people away. But Jesus responded by saying to them to give them something to eat. The disciples were shocked, surprised, because how are they going to feed so many people? But Jesus asked them to look around. They went around and found 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and they brought it to Jesus. And Jesus asked the people to sit down, and he prayed and began to distribute the food to the people. And lo and behold, all the 5,000 people had something to eat. And also, after that, there were fragments that were left, and it says about 12 baskets were filled. And it's amazing because who else can do this? It's only Jesus. But there's something that I want to look at because it's a familiar passage of scripture all of us know. So we've talked about it from so many different angles. So today I want to concentrate on one thing that touches me when I read it initially today. And that is verse 34. It says, when Jesus saw the people, he felt compassion for them. Why? It goes on to say that because they were like a sheep without a shepherd. And this phrase of Jesus having compassion for the people appears so many times in the Gospels. I remember in one occasion in the Gospel of Luke, Jesus raised a man who was dead in Nain. And it says that when Jesus saw the woman who was a widow and had lost her only son, he was moved with compassion. And that's very important because whenever Jesus sees the human need, he is moved with compassion. And that's why me and you are here today calling ourselves as Christians, because Jesus was moved with compassion to come, live, and die for us, to restore us to God, because we had gone astray. And we were helpless. We couldn't do anything by ourselves. So it was the compassion of Jesus that brought me and you back in relationship with God. What I want to ask you today is this. Do you also have the same compassion when you see the need of others? Do you also have that compassion when you see the lost soul? What do you do about it? I think it's something all of us can reflect and can think and can pray about, because compassion is a very important part of being a Christian. Thank you for listening, and I hope if you have any question, you can come back to us anytime. God bless you, and see you again soon.